time being on the stage is so stressful. I don't know, every time I said maybe when we do it more and more, I'm going to get used to it, but I want to throw up 3 times out there. Trying to understand how I can really deliver a message, deliver something that inspires people today, which I'm humble enough to say maybe I'm not worthy, but I will do my best. You know, we call this event Revolution, and there is a reason for that. There is a big reason for why we named it Revolution. And the revolution is not just because we want to do something great, we want to do something big, we want to create something that is meaningful in this life. You know, when we started Seacret, we didn't know where it's going to go. We didn't know that having 20 friends coming from Israel and having our parents sell their home and do all of that one day is going to lead to this stage. I never believed, I never even knew it's going to be that. But it evolved. It became more and more as we start growing. And for Seacret Direct, for the last 3.5 years, we got through the same phases. You know, we started with an idea of a 19 years old girl that came into our office. If we're talking about revolutionaries, it continued with the fact that somebody believed in it and we started pushing it. And then we really made it work, right? We built Seacret Direct into a new channel, took our products to the future. And then you guys know, those of you that are with us for the last few years, we have the time event, the Believe, which was the time to come and join the Seacret community. And then we start seeing that people believe in it, you know, from people laughing at us. Can they do it? So what if they're a giant retail operation? So what if they had success before? And then people start believing, you know, we start seeing it happening. And we got through the breakthrough last convention.
Remember,
How was breakthrough?
Breakthrough was amazing. You hugged me on stage.
It was a breakthrough for me. I think the breakthrough was more about our mindset, understanding that from believing in it now, we got through the place of no return. This is it. We're going to make a commitment. We're going to build it no matter what. With or without me, this organization is going to be a legacy company, a legacy community. And then now comes the revolution. And let me explain why we call it revolution. You know, when you ask yourself, what do you want to do? It doesn't matter if you sitting in the room today and you just want to do better. Maybe you just want to pay your bills. Maybe you want to give your kids better life than you had. Maybe you want to build your dream home. Maybe you want to conquer the world, right? And open the next Korea. Whatever is your goal is, for us as a company, we're the same thing. You know, we just, in a different scale. Do we want to be the top in the industry? Obviously, we will be.
Obviously, we will be.
Being number one is not even the goal anymore. It's something that is given. If you can see it happening to you, it will never happen to you, right? We see it. We're seeing ourselves being the top in the industry. But not only that. We're seeing ourselves as being the top in skincare. We're seeing ourselves being one of the biggest company in the world, but it's not about the size of the company. What we also want to do, when we're talking about revolution, is change the way people look at this industry. Mm-hmm. We're talking about change the way people look at business. We're talking about change the perception about the fact that if you do business with people that you trust and love, you can be successful without taking advantage of others. We're talking about the fact that for me at the age of 13, when my mom came home with an Herbalife box, and you know, my mom, she raised us alone. My dad was in the military for 28 years. And I remember that because it was for us so meaningful. When she came home, she came with this Herbalife box and she said, listen kids, I'm going to help the household income because I want to work from home. And I'm saying that because I thought to myself so many times, how at the age of 13, in a foreign country like Israel that is so remote from everything, from where the network marketing arena was invented, how can it be that us as kids, we said, Mom, don't do it, only criminals do this kind of business. I didn't know anything, and you know, I'll talk about it more, but this profession that we got exposed to is so beautiful, but people will never know about it unless we're going to teach them about it.
Exactly.
So, look at what we achieved. I can't even believe that I'm part of something like that. In only 3.5 years now, to be able to be at the top of the 100 companies in the world, that's great. We can do better.
We can. We will.
To be in 1.5 years number 8 company in Korea. Congratulations to all of our Korean brothers and sisters. To be able to open another country like Australia with success and actually create in the first 8 months more results than we had here in the US in our first 8 months, and it's not one of the biggest markets in the world.
Yeah.
To be able to have over 7-figure earners, over 95 ring earners in such a short time. Do you think it's even the beginning? No, I'm not. Listen, I'm excited, but I'm not satisfied at all.
We're never satisfied.
I
We're
hope
human.
you guys are not satisfied where you are today.
Nope.
We don't need satisfied people over here in the room today.
Nope.
And I can tell you that as much as we started this amazing movement that we had, we have some big dreams, and these big dreams include you, because at the end, we're going to deliver some amazing things this weekend. I promise you. I know that some of you know, and majority of you don't even have a clue what you guys are going to be revealed this weekend.
No.
What's unique about Seacret community is that we learned that listening to our people, listening to the people that are really the most important part of this community, you, is what's going to take us to be a legacy company. We can't just be sitting over there at the head with few leaders and say we know better. Actually, don't know better. We just know how to serve, and we know how to listen. And in these all 3.5 years, we listen, and we listened a lot, and we're enhancing and we're changing. Some would say to fault. Some would say we changed too much and we got everybody confused. Because we are so eager. We're eager to make it better. We're eager to make it different. We're eager to make it better than anything else out there, not only better than what we had before. But we listen even more. And we made some amazing enhancement, improvements to our system. We're going to reveal to you some ways that you will be thankful to God that you're part of the Seacret community after this weekend.
Oh, I already have thanked him.
We made this system so easy, so simple. We created a customer experience that we're going to deliver this weekend, that people will call you and say, thank you for allowing me to be a Seacret customer. But I can tell you one thing, with everything that we created, with all the things that the leadership here is about to deliver this weekend, none of it is going to matter if you're not going to embrace the revolution and start it from within. You know the stories of the revolution. We all read them. We all heard about them. We all know where they started. And you read it on the screen. It started with the misfit, with the depressed, with the sad people, with the people that felt that they are with their back in the corner. Some would say low lives, people that had nobody ever believed in them. They were pushed so hard to the corner that something came out. Was it rage? Was it survival instinct? That's what started the revolution. We're not looking over here in the room and we want to say that the people that are satisfied with their life. We want to see these people that have the urge. We want to see these people that are not happy, that are looking for solution, looking for salvation. They are the one that's going to change us. They are the one who's going to take this community for revolution. And this is you. With everything that we're going to give you, you need to make the decision. Because nobody believed that an ice cream truck driver 15 years ago can create a revolution. We all laughed at him, I'll share with you the story, and I know that we have people watching us from home, that this is the first time they hear the story of Seacret. I every time before I go on the stage, ask myself, should I tell it again? Maybe they already know the story. And what I understood is that this story, what made us who we are, is what's going to help us understand how not to lose our way while we're creating a legacy company. And we're talking about We're talking about an ice cream truck driver 15 years ago, my brother Moti, which I love so much, and I'm so happy that you're going to get to hear the story, his side of the story today. Now, there are two sides to it, right? We just, you know, as a 23 years old, 22 years old back then, he's telling my parents, you know, I'm going to go to America to work in an ice cream truck. And it wasn't because he was dreaming about being an ice cream truck driver, not at all. He wanted to be a doctor, and we couldn't afford it. You know, my family is here, and I'm so happy that you guys are here because I'm so nervous. and seeing you, knowing that you are here for us since these 15 years ago, that we all came again together, makes me feel so good. Thank you, Ima and Abba. Thank you, my brothers and sisters, my partners. But you know, we grew up in a poor family. I didn't know. I grew up in a poor family, but I didn't grow up as a poor person. I didn't feel I'm poor. You know, we grew up in a 2-bedroom house, 6 brothers and sisters. I actually was so excited. It's so cool to go to sleep with your brother and sister in the same room. We have fun. We play at night. I didn't think it's poor. I didn't know it's unacceptable. I knew there is better lifestyle out there. I wanted it, but I didn't think it belonged to me. I thought this is great what we have. And my parents raised us with love, and they gave us everything that they have. One of the things that they did for us is that they would show us every time how much, you know, maybe it sounds funny, but they would tell us how much money they're making every time. And I didn't understand why our parents would involve us in the household income. And then I realized because we as kids knew that whatever is left and more was given to us. So how can't you appreciate something like that? And we felt so fortunate. And my parents couldn't allow having all this money to spend on us to get better education. So my brother decided right after the military service, which is 3 years in Israel, and you don't make money in the military in Israel, not at all. Actually, you get just a little bit. Maybe it's enough for travel expenses because it's volunteer. So why would they pay us, right? But it's mandatory for those of you who ask yourself if you have to go there. The government called it volunteer, and we have to do it. We go to the military. It's not an easy service. It's really hard. It's in one of the most hectic countries in the world. And I pray to God from here that we're going to be able to see peace finally, hopefully soon.
Yes.
So we don't have to lose any more friends, and we don't have to see all this suffering, but we have to do what we have to do. Like many soldiers over here that serve in the military, which I salute you, and I know how hard it is, but you have to do it. And after that, you know, in Israel it's mandatory. Here at least you get paid. And after 3 years of military, right after high school, now you want to start your life, but you have nothing to start with. You have nothing. You have no money. Your parents already supported you, and now you have to do something with yourself. So he decided he's not going to be a burden on my family. He's going to take off on his own. And he went to Houston, Texas to work on an ice cream truck because he would never dare doing it in Israel. It's embarrassing to work on an ice cream truck and all your friends seeing you, you know, that he would never do that over there. But nobody knew him in Houston, Texas, so he was going there and just working as an ice cream truck driver. And you ask yourself, does the revolution start with a kid that's going out there to save some money to be a doctor? And working as an ice cream truck driver got him so excited. I know why. You know, those of you that don't know my brother, he's a dreamer. That's what he was all his life. And he was always dreaming so big, and he made us believe that we can get it, so it made it real for us, all of us. And he really believed that this ice cream truck can take it to the next level, because otherwise, why would he stay more than 6 months than he planned before? And he called us and told me, I remember, he said, I'm not coming back home. I'm staying to work on this ice cream truck, and we were embarrassed. Anyway, we didn't tell most of our friends and family that my brother is a driver, ice cream truck driver. He was supposed to be the future of the family, the doctor, right? My parents were embarrassed, and when he said he's staying more, they were crying. And then 1 year passed by, and another year, and my brother is not coming back, and he's still an ice cream truck driver. But he was happy, he was excited, because he saw the opportunity. And then the day happened, when he called and said, guys, you have to leave everything you have and come over. Now, of course, it happened every Friday for me, because we were talking as brothers. Me and my brother didn't get along. He was so harsh on me. He's bigger, he's smarter than me, he would beat me down all of our childhood. And it was so bad, because I would come back home, I was all bruised, and I was crying, and my brother